Our senior producer, Uri Shapira, has heard it through the grapevine that there's lots of wine in the Negev region of Israel. Here's his report on a tour of wine for the holidays. Wine tours and tastings are a popular attraction around the world, an activity that draws nature and wine lovers alike. Nowadays, southern Israel's Negev district wants to jump on the bandwagon and become the local answer to California's Napa Valley.
Our goal is that people will come here and stay overnight, dine, and tour here. It can be a much targeted kind of tourism for people who love wine. They can visit several wineries where they can see the beautiful grapevines, taste wine, and visit the visitor center there. But it can also be a nice activity for families. During the harvest time, we have a nice festival where you can pick grapes together with the farmer.
As opposed to other wineries in the world, here the grapes grow in the desert, a very dry and hot place where agriculture may be challenging. Nevertheless, the winery owners discovered how to turn lemons into lemonade, or rather, turn dust and heat into a fine wine.
Of course, it's a very dry area, not a lot of rain, and a lot of sun. Sun is what we have most here. But, however, we have also differences between day and night, which is very good for the grapes.
Producing wine in the desert seems like a modern initiative, but in fact, it's a tradition that's over 1,000 years old. Here in the ancient Nabatean site of Ovdat, we can see some impressive wine presses from the early Byzantine era of the 3rd to 4th centuries CE. Eyal Israel, founder of the Karmei Ovdat farm, tells us that he uses the same ancient terraces for his grapevines that were first used hundreds of years ago.
The only way to gain enough water for the plantation was to plant everything at the bottom of the valleys. And because the less soil does not absorb the water, when there is rain starting, and if it's strong enough for 20 minutes, everything starts to flood. And the flood goes to the bottom of the valley. This is an ancient terrace since 1,700 years.
Officials in the Negev district and wine industry alike want to brand the wine industry here and put all the wineries under one name. They hope this move will distinguish the wines of the Negev desert from other regions in Israel, such as the Galilee and the Judean hills.
For wine all around the world, you have something that we call GI, geographical indication. For example, champagne. If you want to call your drink champagne, it has to come from Champagne and follow specific rules. If you use mineral water and call it the champagne of nature, they'll sue you. It's not allowed. What we're trying to do in the Negev is to create the local brand, the geographical indication appellation of the Negev that's called Negev, and for people around the world to understand that you have typicity, you have uniqueness, you have a specific style of wine coming from the Negev, and next time you'll see 100 different bottles of wine on the shelf. You'll look for something that can help you understand the typicity and the quality of the wine. You'll see Negev.
The Negev is the largest region in Israel, consisting of 60% of the country. But it doesn't have the same glamour or reputation as the coastal area or Jerusalem. Perhaps this project can give the Negev a little sparkle. At least, I heard it through the grapevine that it could.